everyone, how are you today? I know I look different, mainly because I'm filming this way after the fact. Welcome to my YouTube Black vlog, where you guys watch me go to YouTube Black. I did not film a proper intro to this video, so here it is. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoy this video. It's gonna be a little all over the place, but I just want to thank you guys for always supporting me, always being there for me, sharing my videos, and most importantly, always showing me kindness by sending me messages when I need them the most. It is because of you guys that I am allowed the opportunity to attend YouTube Black. Please make sure to stick around to the end where I actually tell you guys about what happens at YouTube Black and things that you guys more than likely did not know about YouTube Black. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, and yeah, enjoy the vlog. Guys, so we are officially at the hotel. We are at the Elmora, and this is gorgeous. Looks just like the fucking pictures. Wicked. It's so cute. So I'm just gonna check in. I already called them, said I'll be doing an early check-in. So let's just pay the fees, get up, get dressed, and yeah. There's the elevator. Hello. So look, where is this? This is nice. This is cold. Shit is cold as shit in here. Okay. That's cute. Looks like a little apartment. It looks like a little studio apartment here. Just happy to be in a bed instead of on a train, but it's really, really cute. I really like it. Nice little historic John. Alrighty. So it's time to get ready and then people talk. We need to turn this heat on though, because Jesus, it's cold. Okay, windows are sealed. Oh, it's like college again. We don't want too much heat. Just put it on 75. Put it on low. Now the double room was cheaper, so whatever. So let's get ready because we only have about an hour and some change. Hey y'all, how are you? Well, welcome to the YouTube Black Creator Day vlog. Now, as you guys saw in my previous vlog, please go watch that. I didn't know if I was gonna go. I actually booked a train ticket very last minute and decided to go, mainly because I realized this was a good business opportunity and I could finally get to ask someone at YouTube who's been messing with my main channel. Okay, so if you guys are not aware, my main channel's been taking a massive hit lately. It's recently actually been kind of crawling back together to being, you know, how it used to be, but it's like I still feel like somebody messing with my channel on the back end and I want to get to the bottom of it. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity to really figure out what's been going on with my channel, and it'd be a good opportunity to actually meet some creators and things like that. Not that I honestly really give a fuck, because I'm gonna be real here, I genuinely don't care. I'm a very introverted extrovert, okay? I'm an ambivert, so all of these things of rah hanging out with people, all of that, yeah, I don't be caring to do all of that. So it's currently like 10:16, 10:17. The event's at 10:30, and I'm very, very close to where the event is being held. So I'm really gonna take my time, and I do not want to be the first one there. But I am hungry, and brunch is being served. So I'm doing a very, very quick, basic makeup look. I ain't gonna do no full beat or nothing like that because I don't need makeup in the first place. Like, let's be real. So the train ride here took 18 hours. I am not taking the train back because I do have to teach tomorrow. I'm a dance teacher now, if you guys missed the news. Taking a train here was really nice. The views, the the vibe, meeting new people. It was really, really nice. Check out my vlog on that. I'm gonna do a separate video on what it was like to ride on a train for the first time. It was really cool. Always wanted to take a train ride. Like, that's always been something I like genuinely always wanted to do. So to be honest, I definitely would do it again. Probably in a room. I really wanted to get that like coach experience, because I've seen a lot of people say that, you know, you don't even need a room, especially if it's not like more than a day. Like, you could just comfortably sit in your seat and sleep in the seat. This is a Morphe palette. Anyways, so I was like, you know what, let's just get that basic experience out of the way. And it was last minute, there was no rooms left, so it was really great. The seats are nothing compared to flying economy on a plane. Okay, economy, there's no space, you have no leg room, but on a train it is completely different. Like, it's a different experience, y'all. So I definitely highly recommend taking a train to your next destination. But I will tell you, it's not always cheaper than a plane. A lot of people make the common mistake of thinking, oh, I'm gonna take a train, it might be cheaper. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's actually more expensive. So just compare prices before you think about taking a train instead of a plane. Buses are always cheaper, but buses, I don't do buses, y'all. Last time I took a bus, I had some very shitty ass experience. I took one time, I took a Greyhound to PA to go see my family, and it was the worst. So I just don't do that anymore. Women, mpa no bus. Mpa no bus. So it took me a while to decide if I was really gonna truly go to this thing, because I didn't know anybody that was going. Everybody that I know that got invited declined the invite because either they had work, they didn't want to go, or they just simply weren't invited. And I was just like, how the fuck am I getting invited to this? I was actually shocked. Maybe they saw the video of me dragging them on my main channel. I made a whole video like after Corey Kenshin's video, and I was like, yeah, like, YouTube is racist and prejudiced. They got favorites, they pick and choose. Like, I don't give a fuck. I went on in. I went all in, and I said my piece, and I was just like, yo, like, this shit got me depressed. Like, I don't know what to do. So I was shocked when I got an invitation. I said, am I being punked? I was like, is this a joke? But no, it was legit. And I know they know what they was doing, because they legit emailed my business email, not the email that's attached to my YouTube, my business email that I just made. It's a brand new email. I just made this email, and you have to go out of your way to get this email. Like, it's like in my description. You gotta scroll a little bit. So they know what they was doing. I also felt like, as much as YouTube annoys the hell out of me, there's a lot of people that would like literally do anything to be invited to YouTube Black, you know. And once upon a time, I was like, oh my god, I really want to go. I can't wait to be invited one day. Once upon a time, a long time ago. Eventually I just stopped caring, you know. So I was like, you know, for the people that actually care to go and actually find these events important, I'm gonna go. Maybe I can make a difference somewhere, meet some people, do some things. These types of things are bigger than me. Maybe I'll come out with a different outlook, you know. Maybe I'll come out with a different perspective. I've always been very outspoken about certain things, but maybe if I had a different perspective and I went to go see the different side, I would come out with a different perspective. So maybe that's why they invited me. She really hates us. Maybe we could get her to stop hating us so much. It's not gonna be that easy, YouTube. But for lipstick, we're gonna be doing this YSL lipstick. Shout outs to Jess. She got me this Christmas. I don't think I have any concealer. This would be very tragic if I didn't pack concealer. How am I gonna do my eyebrows with no concealer? Yep, I have no concealer. I knew I forgot something. All I have is tinted moisturizer, guys. So I'm just gonna have to line this and figure it out. I'll figure it out. Like I said, I don't want to do anything heavy. Luckily, it's cold outside, so it's not like my face is gonna melt. Yeah, I don't even think I have a liner brush, y'all. So I do have this eyebrow thing right here. Oh, first of all, this hotel room has no mirrors. I'm very upset. I don't think y'all understand how much I love to look at myself. 3 mirrors in my house alone, and that's excluding the bathroom mirrors. I have one in my office, one in my bedroom, and one as soon as you walk into my house. Lies. 4 mirrors. I have one in my bedroom, one in my office, one as soon as you walk into the house, and then one in the living room. And then I have one in each bathroom. So I have 5 mirrors in my house total. So it doesn't make sense how there's no mirrors in here. Like, this shit is bothering me. I can't see my full outfit before I leave the house. I gotta find a mirror before I head to this event, because how about if I'm walking in there looking like Humpty Dumpty? I'm already 4'11". I'm about to be walking in there looking crazy, y'all. Like, oh my god, this shit is stressing me out. I know there's a lot of YouTubers that live in Atlanta. That's probably why I decided to do it in Atlanta. I've been invited to a YouTube event once, y'all. When I was small, y'all, I was the smallest YouTuber there. I was at like 700 subscribers, and I was shocked that I even got invited. I don't remember what it was. It was like YouTube something, but this is before YouTube Black even existed, and it was so strange because like these motherfuckers made me feel like I didn't even belong. I had like maybe 700, maybe 500 subscribers. I know I was under 1,000 for a fact. I had to have been, but I had went to this YouTube event, and everybody's saying, you know, how many subscribers they have and networking and shit, and I'm just like, yeah, I have 700 subscribers or however much I had, and everybody was just looking at me like, bitch, why are you here? I swear to God, that's how they looked at me. It made me feel like I didn't even belong, y'all. I was like, I'm gonna show these hoes. I actually did follow like a majority of them, you know, and it's funny because none of them even create content anymore. A lot of them quit. A lot of them didn't stay consistent, and I'm bigger than all of them hoes. I got 3 channels now, one at 315K, another one at 40 something K, and another one at 8K. So bitch, talk to me nice. Y'all sitting there talking all that shit. Talk to me nice. So it's very interesting because I thought that they invited people based on subscriber count, but they clearly don't, because I know a lot of people that never been invited to YouTube for anything and they had 1 million, you know? So it's like, it has nothing to do with subscriber count. And that's gonna be the main question I want to ask. Like, how do y'all decide who comes to these things? Because it don't make sense. Like, it just blends right into my skin. I definitely need to get my eyebrows done though. I was definitely overdue for that. And I have one more eyeshadow I want to use. This Solar Flare panel by BH Cosmetics is literally... just go get it. I'm gonna go in with, one thing is the fallout is disgusting. If you guys could see like the fallout, you can't even see like color names anymore because it's just so messy. I'm gonna go in with Photo Spear, lightly go over the middle. Like the fallout is so bad, but it hasn't, yeah, I was about to say it hasn't gone on my face. It already got there. Like I don't understand why the fallout on this shit is so bad. It really does. Like it doesn't make any sense, but the colors are so beautiful and they pop so well. So we're gonna be there all day. Like I said, event starts at 10:30 and it ends like at 12 o'clock because there is an after party. We'll see how many people I meet, how many people I care to see. Because if you know anything about me, I am retired from party life. Like going to parties is like a rare for me. The only time you see me at a party is if I'm there to celebrate someone's birthday that's pretty close to me, or I'm there to celebrate someone that is throwing the party, like my friend's first party, first ball, something like that. But other than that, you're not gonna catch me at nobody party. Like it gotta be like, if you see me at a party, just know Yvana was dragged. Like clearly I'm a grown woman, I could say no, but like for the most part, I was made to feel bad if I didn't show up. Another thing, this itinerary is so fucking bland. It's like brunch, first session, break, second session, after party. It's like so fucking like bland. It's like, boy, like what are we doing? What are we doing? Is this one like we get initiated into never talking shit about YouTube ever again? Also, it's like you have to be vaccinated to go, and there's no +1s, and you can't transfer your invite. So it's just like, god damn, all these damn rules. Like, it's just so much. Low key. Oh damn, it's 10:34. All right, we gotta get to moving. All right, let's pop these lashes on, pop these shoes on, and head the fuck out. I really hope it's something I could walk to, because I didn't even check the distance, but I need food, so we really gotta get it moving. That was annoying. I was like, no +1. I can't bring my man. The fuck is the point? Creator Day, where they celebrate our creators. Whatever the fuck. I really hate putting on my lashes with these little tong things. I don't know, I feel like it never gets it right where I need it to be. Like, let's try it today. Because, like, sometimes it does, but a lot of times putting it with my hand just works a lot faster for me. Yeah, see, like, oh, well, today it worked out better. But I still feel like it's, like, on my eyelid. My eyelash instead of my eyelid. Like, I feel like when I do it with my hand, it's, like, on my eye. And it stays there. With this, I still feel like I have to go on my eye. I have to go on with my hand and like position shit. Alright guys. So we are done with the makeup. Show you guys the final look. Then we're gonna head out. And we're gonna start walking or whatever. Cause according to the map, I'm like around the corner from the hotel. So I should be able to walk. Shouldn't be that long. But that, I don't know how Atlanta blocks is set up. I don't know if they like New York blocks where 1 block equals 2. New Jersey blocks or what? I'm so upset that there's no mirror in here because I had 2 shoe choices. Now I have to figure out like which shoe I'm gonna do, but I can't even see it, so I'm about to have to like take a picture of myself and see which one I'm gonna do. You know what would be the worst? When like your shit starts to live as soon as you place it. Like, girl, don't play with me, lash. Really, I'm such an outgoing person and I love to talk to people, so I don't have a problem mingling, but like it's just getting me outside that's the problem. Like, I'm not awkward, I have no problem networking and shit like that, or going outside by myself. It's just like when I'm thinking about going, it's like, bro, I just don't be feeling like it. I just be like, damn, mad work, bro. I gotta go outside, bro. Ooh, I'd rather be inside doing work, bro. And I know what you guys are gonna say. You need to take a break. You're always working. You're always on go. You got so much going on. Shut up. I'll rest when I'm dead. Leave me alone. Mind your business. Everybody who's want to sit there and rest, and y'all not even doing nothing. What y'all got to show for all this resting y'all doing? Not a damn thing. I got shit to do, man. I got goals to reach. I ain't gonna reach them by chilling. This is Coach Coach Dream Sunset. It is amazing. Could not find the full bottle of this without buying the whole damn gift set that I can't even use because I have eczema and I can't just be sitting here using all types of lotions. So if you guys could ever find the full bottle for me, that'd be great because it's always sold out. And we out. We are here. Oh my god. Food. That's all I care about right now is food. Food, and food. It's lit. Alright. You know what's crazy when you haven't ate and you're not hungry no more? That's me right now. It was an appetizer. I hate when this happens. So I just got basic shit. Biscuit, bacon, sausage, and a pastry. It's lit. I think I only recognized one person in here, but she was talking to people, so I'm not going to say hi to her until later. It's lit. This is really nice. They did it big. This is some fancy shit. Like real live fancy shit. I love it. I love it. We got the Batty twins. We got Cinderella. We got Milan over there. Oh, it's right. It's lit.
Just in case nobody else ever tells you, I'm proud of you. I don't know you personally, but I'm proud of you, for real. So I hope you guys enjoyed the midday brunch. I hope it was good. I didn't eat much of it because I was nervous, so I didn't want to have But seriously, so without further ado, to set the mood for today's session, I'm going to bring up Malika Saddah. Malika Saddah Star, who's the global head of human rights at YouTube. So if y'all can do me a favor and give her a huge round of applause. She comes back.
Goodness, it is so good to be with you, to be in this room, to share this space together. Thank you for joining us, for being part of this beautiful moment. So, before I came to Google and YouTube, I was a human rights lawyer for over 15 years, fighting for gender justice and racial justice. So you can understand why the BVF is so important to me. When the racial justice movement happened here and at global scale 2 years ago, it was a moment where YouTube wanted to stop and think about the ways in which our policies, our approaches reproduce anti-Black racism. And part of what came out of that moment of reckoning, of thought, of examination, was that a group of us came together to create the BVF. And we wanted, through the BVF, to center Black creators. We wanted to push forward new narratives to emphasize the intellectual power, the authenticity, the dignity, and the joy of Black voices. And it's important to be clear with you all that we did that as an abiding commitment, not as a performative moment, not as a box to check, and not as a way of making ourselves feel good. And now, 2 years later, it's very clear that the BVF has made us better as a company, that each of you has made us better, and that the work is to continue the BVF because we have to continue to support and center Black creators. Because I feel that YouTube's success is absolutely tied to Black creator success within the BVF program and outside of it. And so towards that end of that success, I want to recognize the amazing work and accomplishments of the Black Voices class of 2022. I can't believe it's 2022, that you all have done such a tremendous job in your work. And I just want us all to acknowledge that and give it up to the class of 2022. Yes. And so we're going to keep the celebration going to kick off YouTube Black Creator Day 2022. So look, this is a time for celebration, it's a time for fun and connection and opportunities to be together in this energy, in this space. But it's also important for us to give you access to information and support while you're here. So I just want to give you a little bit around the information piece. So you all know that at YouTube, part of the work has been the Black Voices Fund, but we've also started something else that many of you might know about, and that's REP. And REP stands for Racial Justice, Equity, Product Inclusion. This is a cross-functional effort across the company. And the mission of REP is to make YouTube an equitable and anti-racist platform. And so our work in the year ahead as part of REP is to focus on Black creator monetization, as well as strengthening our policies around hate and harassment. And we're also going to focus on SPM training around racial bias. I also want you to know some of the supports that were recently announced around creator monetization. So you all might have heard that we are changing the threshold for the YouTube Partner Program, and we are also doing the work of revenue sharing on shorts. And those two changes will start early in 2023. And then we launched Creator Music, where you'll have the opportunity to purchase affordable, high-quality music licenses, because I know there's been the issue ongoing around copyright claims, and so hopefully that will alleviate some of the challenges that you all have faced on that.
All right, hello. Good afternoon, YouTube Black. So I've had the pleasure of meeting some of y'all already, so hi again. And for those of you I have not met yet, hello, and hopefully we find some time to connect today. So we just heard from Ernest about how Black culture is setting the trend for content creation on YouTube, and now we'll get to hear from Kiera, Aaliyah, and Robert of Speed Impact, who have been and still are at the forefront of that. So we'll kick things off with a few questions from me around creator growth, sustainability, and well-being, and then I'll hand it over to all of you for Q&A. So just make sure you're tuning in and have some questions top of mind for our panel.
It's like my brain is not working. My brain is just trying to get these candies crushed. And the TV, you know, whatever the show is, it always ends up being some type of like intense show. It's like Game of Thrones, you know what I'm saying? Like I watch it first time. I always have to watch every episode of Game of Thrones twice, by the way. And I'm not speaking about the new Game of Thrones because that doesn't really count. Let's just be real. But I mean, you can boo me all you want, but we can talk about it later. But like, that's my self-care. Also, I mean, if I'm being honest, like, you know, self-care is a journey. It's a constant journey because it's a practice that it's like you have to really implement into your life and like make it have value in the same ways that we have been trained to think productivity has value. And then you realize that self-care is essential to your productivity. And that is the mind switch that has to happen for so many of us. If you're a creative, like all of us in this room, you are never not working, right? Like your brain is always accessing and assessing and looking at what's going on and being like, oh, how can I put that into, and I think a lot of us don't realize how much that can fatigue our creative processes and our syntax. And so I try to like, and I'm not saying, listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I'm not saying I shut down for like 5 hours. I don't even have that time. Like, my body doesn't do that. But it's like I can give you a 2-hour situation, but even in that, I'm gonna tell myself
you candy crushing that whole 2 hours.
Yeah. Or I have a new game I have a New York Times word game that I play called Spelling Bee, and you gotta find words in the 7 letters. Listen, I'm old, so y'all have to understand that too. Y'all have self-care. I know it.
Giving up my age right now.
I'm 41.
Spelling Bee game.
I'm 31.
Okay.
But I will say this, like, when I was younger, I feel like my self-care was just being, even at this point, it's being out in nature, but really it was just being out in the world, like getting out of my space and just being out like in the world. And I think sometimes for artists, we have to understand that like self-care is just letting ourselves live without like arting, right? So it's like, you gotta go live to be able to like create the art, and we sometimes don't let ourselves do that.
Man, I get the follow-up question. I think everybody in the room can relate to this. The fact that finding time to take care of ourselves, sometimes we'll put that to the back seat because we want to be productive, we want to hustle, right? How do you find a way to balance being productive while also doing the rest? And as I see, I can't even look at her. She was the last person that was up here talking about it, but I want to see what is your perspective?
How do I balance being productive with rest?
Yeah, making sure that taking care of yourself doesn't take back seat for you to be productive.
I create boundaries for myself. So like in the pandemic, I had to really create a boundary for myself that if I didn't get if I didn't get what I need to get done by 8 o'clock, it's for tomorrow. It's for tomorrow. Like it's not happening for you today. And I'm a perfectionist, so sometimes, you're just like, God damn it, you dumb bitch. You know what I mean? And you're like, stop talking to yourself like that. Like you have the U's on your shoulders, right? Like, be kind to yourself, stop. And I had to really like make a boundary that I would not work myself as if someone was working me. You know what I mean? And I always tell people, don't ever work harder for somebody else than you will for yourself. Let me tell you, like that's one thing. But on the other part of it is like, okay, once you get over that hurdle, don't also work yourself into the same tizzy that somebody else would. Like, don't be your own master, goddamn. I like this side of the room. Y'all laugh. Y'all don't laugh. I'm gonna talk to this side of the room because y'all, they're not fucking with me. So, but I really feel like that's what helped me, like creating boundaries for myself, like taking my weekends.
We've been posing for a group photo for like 10 years now. Look at this. Vlog camera smaller than mine, and y'all said my vlog camera was tiny.
It's even smaller. Look, let me just take it out of the case.
First of all, what's your name? Oh my god,
That's such a weird doohickey. It's that small, 30.
Yeah, you're like, what is that? Star Pussy is looking at my camera like, I thought she's smaller.
Wait, let me put that.
I need that. Wait, she got a card, y'all. Get it to it, yeah. I feel like I ain't doing shit with my life, girl. Listen, Star Puppy is like, what?
This looks really familiar.
Yeah, I'm like, Cardi, yes. I know. Look at technology. And she said it connects to her phone.
Guys, look at this.
Mine connects to my phone too, but I never do it. How much is that one? Mine was like 400.
Around the same price.
I should have bought that. Yo, it's lit, girl. Oh, I always wanted to see that in person. I'm about to steal it.
I knew you looked
familiar. It's like a tablet but a phone. So the event is like over. I'm like tired. The after party is like now, and it's in it's in the same hotel that we were at.
The nice one? The really nice one we went to?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The one where everything.
Where the heck is this at?
Yo, at this point I might as well change. That I'm over there.
No, this is Google. We're in Google right now. Yeah. So the after party's in the same hotel we was at. At this point, I'm just like, she wants a steak. Panda's been crying about a steak for like 2 hours.
Where's my food?
Okay.
Hey y'all, how you doing? What's good? As you guys can see, I look different because we are literally the day after I came back. So I had a lot of shit to do. As soon as I came off the plane, y'all, I had to go right to my dance job, teach them kids. It was also my anniversary and I'm about to be out again. Me and my man, I don't know, he got something planned. So it's gonna be a surprise, and no, I'm not gonna be vlogging it because some things just don't need to be vlogged. And sometimes I just really wanna enjoy the moment. He wants to enjoy the moment without having the camera all up in our face all the time. So if you wanna see anything, it's probably gonna be on my Instagram. And it's gonna be way too late for you guys to see it. This is why I always tell y'all, follow my Instagram because you guys get to see things in real life, in real time. So we're going to do the recap of YouTube Black while I wrap one of his gifts, because one of his gifts is way too big for a bag. We're going to put everything together because I have to get all of this stuff in the car. I don't even remember what half of this stuff is right now because I packed a lot of it like a while ago. We're gonna put everything by the door. We're gonna put everything together, and I'm gonna try to see if I can wrap this last thing, because to be quite honest with y'all, I was supposed to get wrapping paper, but I didn't do that because I'm like, do I have to? But now I got like an hour to get to his house and I didn't wrap it. So anyways, while I figure out what to do, we're just gonna recap YouTube Black, right? So he has a sound bar, he has a laptop bag, he has a Movado watch, he has some jewelry, a lot of stuff going on. He just got a new promotion and he just got like this laptop and tablet he's always carrying around, and I'm tired of seeing him carrying it around in his hand. Like, if you guys do not know, like, I'm a really big tech junkie and I'm very like anal about like tech protection. He's always carrying that stuff in his hand and shit, and I'm just like, bro, like, put that shit in a fucking bag. So I got him a laptop bag that he can carry the laptop and stuff in. So it's the tablet, soundbar because he's always wanted the soundbar for his new TV because he just got his new apartment, Movado watch because he loves Movado, and then jewelry because I got it for free for one of my sponsors, and it just looks really nice. And the earrings because he loves 10 little hoops and he's never had gold hoops. Those gold hoops were nice and I feel like they match the necklace I got. So it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. The YouTube Black event. Let me just say, first and foremost, right? I regret saying that I didn't want to go to this event. It was literally the best thing I ever went to. And when it comes to networking events, I'm going to change my outlook on going to them. I always thought that going to networking events was a waste of time, especially when it comes to YouTube events, because I feel like YouTubers are fucking scammers. And they're just like overall horrible people and they ain't shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I've said this a couple of times, numerous times, and I'm not gonna stunt. I'm gonna be very real. I'm gonna be blunt and I'm gonna be honest. It was amazing. Let me also say, I also stopped by to get my hair done. So I have 2-strand twists in my hair and I also have to put rubber bands in the end, and you guys are gonna be seeing me do that because for whatever reason last night, like I got it done last night, but some of the rubber bands are snappy, which shouldn't happen. I have a box full of gift shit and like wrapping things and gift bags. I'm gonna look there and see what I can find. If not, we're just gonna leave like that because I also have to put these rubber bands in my hair and I need to start dropping. Anyways, I've had really bad experiences with a lot of YouTubers, but in retrospect, I've had really amazing experiences with YouTube. YouTubers, right? I've met a lot of YouTubers that have literally been like my closest friends. Like, of course, a lot of you guys know I'm really close friends with Troy's TV or Jodeci on TikTok and on YouTube. So I can't completely rule out and say that, you know, YouTubers and just social media people are horrible, but it's like I've had a lot of shitty ass experiences. So when it comes to the YouTube Black event, I will say from the first part, I was like, yeah, I want to go home. I don't care for the rest of this, because I walked into the room and I'm like, how the fuck don't I recognize any fucking body in this bitch? Like, I was like, do I not watch YouTube? Because I didn't recognize anybody in there. So I realized after the first event, and I really started to talk to people, because this is one thing, I'm not a friendly person, but I'm very, very social. I'm not gonna be the one to just come up to people, but if you talk to me, I'm very, very like open. Like I'm very like, oh my god, like, hey, like if you talk to me, I'm gonna talk to you, for real. It kind of takes me time to warm up sometimes, depending on who you are and depending on your energy. I feel a little weird because I ain't know anyone. There's something y'all need to know about this whole YouTube Black thing that nobody mentions, and I think it's because nobody knows about this unless you're in it. There's classes for the YouTube Black. So just like how there's classes for college, there's classes for the YouTube Black. I never knew this shit. So this year there was a class of 2022, and this is why I didn't know most of the people that were in that room. A lot of them were kind of smaller, like literally from like, I would say maybe 10,000 to 100,000, which, I mean, that's not small, but like, we're not talking about like the Lovely Tea, okay? Like, I'm not in the room with like Tippendale. I'm not in the room with Lovely Tea. Like, these are smaller up and coming creators who have videos that have blown up, that applied for the, you know, YouTube Black Creator Fund, and they got accepted, which then in turn turned into the Black Creator Fund. I also applied for the Black Creator Fund and I didn't get accepted, but I was also still invited to the YouTube Black Creator Day. So I wasn't in the class, however, I was still invited to YouTube Black Creator Day, along with a whole host of other creators. So basically, the whole YouTube Black event situation, it was broken up to a couple of different days. So the day that I went to was on October 19th. The day before, there was a whole induction dinner, and then apparently there was a whole host of events that I and a lot of other YouTubers was not invited to. I did not know this. I had to get all this tea later. I'm like, what? And then that whole event that a lot of you guys always see as like the YouTube Black thing, like with the whole concert and all of that, that's a whole different thing as well. So I'm just like, oh, I thought YouTube Black was just YouTube Black. Like, I really did. I did not know there's different classes and all of that. So apparently, like, the things that you guys are seeing throughout my vlog, like, this is different events and different people invited to different things. So when you guys are seeing Diera, Aaliyah Space, and all of these bigger creators, this is their homecoming. They've been invited to other YouTube Blacks in previous years, and they've been invited specifically to later on in the same day because this is their homecoming. This is them coming to link up with newer creators who have been now accepted into the YouTube Black class, if that makes sense. It's really insane, but that's basically the best way I can explain it. So basically, if you get invited to YouTube Black, you done made it, child. Like, that's, yo, it's crazy because I didn't know that's how it was structured. I didn't know how it was, and they do not tell you this. You will not know this unless you start talking to people, y'all. I met a fuck ton of creators. I met a lot of people at Google. I met a lot of people at YouTube. I'm happy to report that finally someone's gonna help me with my main channel, because I know that channel, maybe something I'm doing on there is making people upset. It's whatever. So I met a lot of people that can help me. I met a lot of people I've been watching for years that actually inspired me to create content. I met a lot of people that, like, literally, hopefully I'll get to collaborate with in the future. And it's very interesting because it's like, yo, you know how people be like, yo, when you meet people in person, it's so different from the screen? Yes and no. There's so many people that I've been watching for years that I met in person. Like, first of all, honorable mention, Star Puppy. Love her. I've been talking to her for years online. Love her. Shouts to Star Puppy. Shout outs to VIP Panda. Shout outs to Cat Black. Shout outs to Carrie. Feel like I'm missing people. Yo, shout outs to everybody I was with, that I hung out with, that I met that day. For real, for real. Wait, I'm missing some people, and I feel bad because now they gonna watch this shit and they gonna be like, wow, that bitch ain't even shout me out. Hold up. Shout outs to the Odyssey. Or Audacity. Shout outs to Sophie, because that's her real name. Because I'm sitting here like, why the fuck can I say your Instagram name right? Let me just say, if I forgot your name, let's not take it personal, because I'm literally in a rush and I'm gonna be literally reamed for not being at my man's house on time. Shout outs to everybody, because everybody was cool. Like, on some real, like, very, very cool, very, very welcoming. Like, the space was amazing, supportive. Just like, it was a vibe. The energy, the spirit, the love, the connection that we all felt it was a vibe. Like it was exhilarating. And it's insane because I've always said from the start, and I kind of still stand by this because I feel like we shouldn't have to be treated a specific type of way or have spaces dedicated to us, because I feel like we should just be treated equally like everybody else. Like, what the fuck is the point of having like a YouTube black or Instagram black or a Meta black or whatever? Like, what is the point of that? I still think that's kind of necessary to a certain point, but I feel like with YouTube black is necessary only because just like how we have HBCUs and other dedicated spaces for us, it's necessary because we do dominate in so many different ways and we do influence the culture of this platform. Without us, there wouldn't be a lot of shit. There wouldn't be a lot of trends. And a lot of people need to know that. We need to take control of our culture before it's gone, especially Black American culture. Black American culture needs to be protected. It's getting to a point where like Black American culture is not respected. Black American culture is stolen, and Black American culture is always going to be the butt of a joke when at the end of the day, it's always going to be something that everybody want to be part of. We know where it came from. We know where it started, but then other people want to take it and act like it's theirs. So I do feel like, although it does suck that, you know, it has to be like YouTube black, Instagram whatever, or Meta whatever, like even though, or TikTok black whatever, even though I don't like it, I feel like it is becoming necessary. And I feel like it's not even just for Black creators. I feel like every marginalized group kind of needs something like that, because other people are coming into other people's spaces, taking things that are not theirs and trying to say that it's theirs when they know damn well that is not. Just going to this event, I realized like, damn, yeah, it is getting to that point. Like, we need to protect our shit, okay? Whether we're talking about Black American culture, African culture, Haitian culture, even if we're just talking about Hispanic culture, bro, like Asian culture, like a lot of people, we need to realize like wherever you're from, like your culture is low-key in danger because people are just sitting here modifying, taking things that are not theirs and trying to make it seem like it's theirs. It's one thing to appreciate, but it's another thing to take something and act like it's yours when you know damn well it's not. So we're gonna move to the Samira because I have to put these rubber bands in my damn hair. When it came to the event, thoroughly enjoyed it, loved it. It was an ATO, I will say, point blank period. I don't like ATO. I don't like Miami. Two places I don't like. I don't like going there, but I'm always in Georgia and I'm always in Florida for events, okay? Most notably Miami and most notably Atlanta. So if you always see me there, it's because I'm always there for events, okay? Them motherfuckers done took all my damn money. Don't be thinking I'm fake. If you see me there, I'm just always there for business. And I was in and out. I was there for 2 days, less than 48 hours. I don't like the weather. It always fucks with my allergies. I just don't care. I don't care to be there for shit, but I'm always there for business purposes. Love that event. I would not mind going to another one. It was thoroughly enjoyable. Decoration, A+. A fucking plus. Food, C+. I will say YouTube did a good job in terms of keeping us fed. We had food all day, literally from part 1 to part Z. That's a letter. Part 1 to part 100. We had food all day, every day. So that was really great. Was the food good? Not really. Was it legit food? No. A lot of it was finger food. A lot of it was like snacky food, and a lot of it was food that didn't even go together. Like it was like pâtés, but then like freaking artichoke dip, and then it was like little empanada things, and it just li pas fait sens. So I don't know who the chef was or who developed the menu, but YouTube get it together because it didn't make sense. The dessert, A1 though, A1. So the dessert gets an A, but the regular food gets a 0. It gets an F. But like overall gets a C. I don't know how averages work. I failed math a couple times, but you guys get the point. In terms of execution, I'll give the execution a solid B-. According to a lot of other people that's been to YouTube Black before, they said that this was very low budgeted. Okay, they said that other YouTube Blacks events were a lot better in terms of, it looked like this one was slapped together last minute. It looked like this one was not executed well. This one was a little less, you know, fancy. And I'm like, personally, I thought it was great. Okay, like I was like, shit, this is my first one though. So I had nothing to go based off of. I just went around talking to people. See, this is why you gotta get the tea. You gotta get the scoop from people, okay? You gotta go to people for more there. You have to ask people. So I went to people and it was like, yeah, this is low budget. Like, listen, I know this is your first one, but listen, this is giving, you know, Dollar Tree YouTube Black. And I was like, dang, y'all going in. So take with that what you will. So I give it a B-. You could tell that certain things were kind of last minute.
me, even though things looked good and things went well, like, you know, like if you ever coordinated an event, you know when things are kind of thrown together last minute. Certain things weren't anchored properly, certain things weren't glued down properly. You could tell that things were just placed places. So B minus, because yes, it looked good, but B, I know you threw this together and had a meeting last week, YouTube, but still looked good. Everything went well the way it was supposed to. So yeah. Also, we could tell that things were running over or under schedule because tags were not printed on time. So yeah, some people's tags, they were taking a while to get printed. So that was an issue. But I mean, well, let's be real, it's YouTube Black. It's a Black event at the end of the day. It is what it is. Like, I don't know what else we expected. I hate to be an asshole, but I mean, we gotta say what it is. It is what it is, right? Next thing would be, okay, so crowd, right? So I did say everyone was really, really cool, and I love the environment, and people were very, very kind, etc. This is very, very true. But let's be real, there was a lot of people that had that Hollywood energy, and this is what I don't like about YouTubers and going to YouTube events. Literally 95% of everybody was very, very nice, but there was that 5% that wanted to act like they were Hollywood and they were too good for anyone. This is the thing I don't like about YouTube events and networking with YouTubers and influencers in general. It's always like, how many subscribers do you have? I will say nobody did that shit. Nobody was like, oh, how many followers do you have? It was more so of a, what do you do? And it's funny because see, now I have things to bring to the table. Now I can be like, yeah, I have 3 channels. I do this full time. Yeah, bitch, don't try me. The thing that I noticed that a lot of people, not a lot, but certain people would do is a lot of people were being very nice and they were being a good sport, especially when it came to YouTube and Google people. They were very open. Okay, so a lot of the people that work for YouTube and Google also have YouTube channels. Y'all, I'm shocked too. I didn't know that was possible. Apparently you can work for Google and you can work for YouTube and have a channel. A lot of the time it is encouraged because they want you to feel the struggle and be able to help them with, you know, creator development. Who knew? Something I did not know, so that was cool. So a lot of them, if you talk to them and they liked you, they would be like, hey, what's your channel? I'll follow you. Hey, if you have any problems, like, yo, like, let me know. Like, I got you. That's amazing. Same thing with a lot of the YouTubers. You would go up to them, you talk to them, like, yo, what's your follower? They'd be like, yo, let me follow you. What's your Instagram? Let me follow you. What's your YouTube? Oh my God, did I follow you yet? Yo, like, did I subscribe to you yet? Yo, what's your stuff? But there'd be some YouTubers. You'd be like, oh my God, what do you do? Oh, this is what I do. Here's my Instagram. No exchange, no nothing. No, what do you do? No, what is your Instagram? It would be like, they just want you to follow them. And it's funny because it would be the people that you know, like, I'm not gonna say no name, but it's crazy because it would be those people that you know that would do it. It'd be the people that you expect to do it too. It'd be the people that is like, I knew you would do it. This is supposed to be a collaborative effort. I give you my Instagram, you give me your Instagram. This is a two-way conversation. I clearly know what the fuck you do because I kind of been watching you for years, you know? So, you know, it's kind of like, I don't even want to pull that card of like, bitch, I got more followers than you, but it's like, I do. So it's like, come on now. You don't want to follow me back when I have more followers than you and I'm more active than you. Like, I post way more than you, so that can't be it. I have more followers than you, so that can't be it. So it's like, you don't want to follow me back because what? It can't be that I ever made a video about you because I never did. So it's just like, and I'm not the only person that would say this thing about certain people because it's not even just one person. It's a couple people that would do that. And I would be talking to certain people. I'm like, yo, did that person follow you back? And like, no, like, it's like they be in mad Hollywood. It's like, that's weird. It's like, we're all here to connect. We're all here to talk to one another and niggas being mad weird. Luckily, it wasn't too many people that was doing that. But it's like, if you're here for a networking event and you know like people are gonna be mixing, like this is a mixer, especially if this is the mixer part. Like, we're at a mixer, okay? So it's like, come on now. You're here to mix. You're here to talk. You're here to mingle. Yeah, it's not like it's collaboration day. Like, nobody asked you to collab. Okay, I think I got all my ends, but if anything, I'm gonna bring a lot more extra. Cause like, it's crazy, like all my rubber bands started popping, y'all. This shit ghetto! So that was an interesting experience. But of course, it was always girls. No guys did that. Always girls, bro. It's almost always girls. It really annoys me to have to put women into that stereotype, but it was women that was mainly doing that. No, lies. One dude actually did do that to me. That's all I'm gonna say. I was gonna say something, but then it was gonna be they was gonna come for me, so I ain't gonna say shit. We're gonna finish this conversation in the car. All right, guys, so let's finish the conversationes, right? So a lot of you guys are probably wondering, why is it that a lot of YouTubers do not vlog at YouTube Black, or their vlogs are very much so like scattered or just highlights? This is the main reason, right? The main reason is because it's hard as fuck to vlog there. I'm telling you right now, the music is blasting, the energy is invigorating, there's so much going on, everything is moving so fast, and it's all damn day. okay? YouTube Black events are not just like YouTube Black, you go and you chill, you go home, depending, right? So for the most part, this specific Creator Day thing was like literally a multi-day thing. It was like at least 3 or 4 parts. If you're gonna attend the whole thing, you need to give your full undivided attention. There's panels, okay? There's mixers. You're literally meeting Google and YouTube reps. You don't want to be sitting there on your phone or have your camera in their face at all times. You're also meeting creators that you've literally never ever got to meet face to face with. And I will say, might I add, that it's very hard to like distinguish your favorite creators, even though you watch them for years in their face. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've watched Cat Black. Like, I've watched Cat Black for years, but seeing her for the first time, I was like, yo, why you look so familiar? And I can't figure out who you are. And I'm like, oh shit, Cat Black. Like, even Cinderella OG, I've been watching her for years, and for some reason when she was in front of me, I'm like, why do you look so familiar? And I can't figure out who you are. And I'm like, oh shit, fangirl moment, bitch. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, sometimes like it's just so much going on. Like, there's so much in your brain. You're seeing so many people that like you haven't really seen in real life, but you've seen them on your screen, and it is, your brain cannot compute, especially for those of us with anxiety, those of us with ADHD and shit. It's like, oh my god, like, it's so much. So it's like, yeah, you a vlogger, yeah, you want to capture the moment, but it's just so much to capture. Of course, there's music blasting, so copyright concerns are a must. So it's like you gotta really pay attention to what's going on. You gotta really like also be in the moment, but then you gotta worry about capturing the moment. So now it's like, you know what, the vlog becomes a whole bunch of motherfucking clips, and that's what the fuck y'all gonna get, okay? A whole bunch of motherfucking clips. So don't be, you know, sad or, you know, discouraged with your faves. Don't post everything. A lot of the times, a lot of us are just trying to capture the moment, or we can't capture the moment that we want to capture, because for the most part, copyright or just the moment is just too much, and there's just so much going on. Of course, cameras die as well, and it's just be so much. Like, niggas don't be having time. Like, it is a lot. Honestly, at first I thought that YouTube probably told YouTubers not to like vlog, because I was like looking for people's experiences about YouTube Black, and I couldn't really find any that were legit. I couldn't find any reviews. I couldn't find any like legit vlogs. I just saw people doing recap and like, yeah, shout your channel out. Like, bitch, I don't care about these YouTubers shouting their channels out. I want to hear people's reviews about YouTube Black. I don't care. Tell me what happened. What's the tea? Are they having you give your blood not to talk about YouTube anymore? Is it a blood oath or what? Like, what's tea? I want to know. But no, it's nothing like that, guys. I thought it was like some secret society meeting, bitch. I really did. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I really want to know what was tea. But it's really not even anything like that. It's just a really dope ass event, and it's a lot of shit going on. And since there's so much shit going on, it's very hard to capture the essence of everything for you guys. That's just really what it is. Another question that I didn't get answered, and I know a lot of you guys are dying to get answered, is how the fuck do you get invited to YouTube Black? Did you not? It has to be a process that none of us are probably ever gonna find out. I've been trying to understand how the fuck people get selected, and I genuinely don't understand why I was in the room. I don't understand why people who weren't in the class, who weren't invited to previous events, were in the room either. So like I said, there's classes for YouTube Black. I clearly didn't make YouTube Black Creator Class 2022. I did apply for the Creator Fund situation, but I did not get accepted. So I don't understand why I was there, because I also was never ever at a YouTube Black event. This was my very first one. So I was like, okay, if I've never been to a previous YouTube Black event and I'm not in a creator class one, why are we here? Like, why? Like, clearly I'm a nigga. Clearly I'm a YouTube creator. But why am I here? Like, I was trying to understand that the whole time, and I still did not get that question answered. And it was funny because the whole time, like, I was getting different theories. So, of course, upon walking in, like, a couple of Google people and YouTube people already knew who I was, which was very interesting. And I was like, I mean, of course they would kind of know who all of us are, I would assume. But it was a little weird because like they were like, oh, I know who you are. Let me get your badge. Oh, that's interesting. So I would assume either someone kind of knows who you are based off of them working at YouTube or Google, and you're either handpicked, or maybe it has to do with some sort of content that you make. I don't know, because there's a lot of YouTubers I know way bigger than me, never been selected. So it has nothing to do with subscriber count. Like, just seeing and being in a space full of Black people, being in a space full of people that create similar content to me, can understand being a Black creator and the monetization issues, sponsorship issues, branding issues and things, it does make a whole lot of a difference. I feel a lot more empowered and inspired because I have been in a rut lately with creating content. So it does make a true difference. I'm not even gonna stunt, but I'm not gonna lie, again, why was I there? So the conspiracy theory is, if you were at the YouTube Black event this year and you weren't invited before and you didn't make creator class, that you might get it next year. And I'm just like, I mean, I guess, because it was a lot of us that were there that never ever been creator class anything. We were there. To add to that, a lot of us that never made creator class or whatever have been on the platform way longer than the people that made creator class. A lot of the people that made this creator class thing were like new, up and coming, fresh faces and things. So I'm like, okay, I think that actually makes a lot more sense, because thinking about it, I was talking to somebody and they were like, I mean, it wouldn't really make sense for you or like a lot of like these OG YouTubers, and they were like, because you're like kind of an OG YouTuber. So you making creator class, like you have 3 channels, you've been on the platform for like what, 6, 7, whatever plus years, it doesn't make sense for you to make creator class. I'm like, I'm not even gonna lie, it doesn't. Like me making creator class, I kind of would kind of feel bad, because I feel like smaller creators or creators that like really need the funds for real, yeah, YouTube's been fucking with my channel, so it'd be nice to get some money, especially since I feel like I've been snubbed money from whatever the fuck's going on in the back end of my channel. But when you're thinking about the logistics, a lot of upcoming YouTubers and things, yeah, they genuinely would be at a more advantage to get that money, if that makes sense. Like, they've been on the platform a lot less time, they're up and coming, they're growing, and then getting that boost, that recognition, that slot means a lot more to them than it would to me. So now I'm like, okay, so what the fuck again? What? Because by next year, I'm definitely not gonna be in the running for creator class. So I'm like, is there gonna be something else? So of course it's interesting, because there was a couple of other like opportunities that were kind of pitched to me while I was at the YouTube Black thing, and I was like, oh yeah, that would be cool. You know, like I talked to a couple of beta YouTube people and people that worked at certain Google product things. Would you be interested in this? Would you be interested in that? And I'm like, now I'm beginning to think that they put certain people in this room just to like see if they qualified or if they would be a good fit for certain things. I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm like, the amount of people I connected with and the amount of people that I actually vibed with that were higher ups that pitched me certain things was incredible. And it was just like the perfect fit and the perfect timing. And I'm like, this can't be pure coincidence. Yeah, God exists, but he ain't that good, and God is busy. So I'm just like, very excited to see what the next couple of months hold. Hey, Brother Ha's voice, my life's about to change. I feel it. And if you've ever been invited to anything of the sort, YouTube Black or anything like that, and you felt like it would have been a waste of time, I'm gonna be going to more networking events now, because I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Like, the amount of people I met, I'm like, this is some shit. I gotta go follow up with a lot of people though. I gotta go watch a lot of videos. I gotta go, like, you know, make sure I keep these connections strong, because, you know, it's not enough to just meet people and follow them on social media. You gotta actually retain the information, follow their content, support, talk to them, actually build those genuine connections. That's where a lot of us fuck up. We just follow niggas on social media and we think, oh, okay, you my friend now. Now that's not at work. There was actually somebody that asked me to do a collab too, and we actually make very similar content. So I have to follow up with him. So like, it's a lot of shit that I gotta do now. I gotta do that work. But it's like, I've been so busy. Like, literally, as soon as I came off the plane, boom, work. Then boom, anniversary. Now I'm driving to Bay. So it's like, goddamn, like, mash. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm happy that I went, even though it was pulling teeth to go, y'all. Like, I had to book shit last minute. That's the most last minute trip I've ever booked. Like, literally, we're in September and I already booked my birthday trip. Like, that's how last minute I did everything, and I never booked anything last minute like that. But I booked that shit very, very last minute. We're gonna see how that shit goes. So again, thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you guys for always being there for me. I would not be where I am without you guys, and without people not stepping on the damn gas. Step on the fucking fucking guys. Sorry, guys. I wouldn't be this far without you guys. You guys send me messages, DMs, and everything. It's just like, damn, bitch, film that video. Damn, bitch, get that vlog camera out. Cause like, you guys actually care about me, and that's shocking. Cause sometimes I feel like nobody cares. Sometimes I feel like nobody's listening. Sometimes I feel like, you know, people just act like they care, but they don't. You know, I know it's all in my head. It's just anxiety speaking. But you guys actually do care. You guys show me that you care every single day. And I love you guys for it. I know I don't tell you guys enough. And I need to start telling you guys more. But you know, it's the Capricorn in me, and I'm a thug. You feel me? Thugs don't cry. But I do truly love you guys. I will always love you guys. And I'm forever indebted. So you guys are gonna get a lot more content on this channel. I've been slacking mainly because I had to go back to the drawing board and figure out what the fuck I was doing. I need to do way more advice videos. So if you guys have like advice suggestions, we do have a video suggestion now. It is now linked down below. You guys can always send video suggestions on this channel. What do you guys want to see? I want to do a lot more advice videos. A lot of you guys are very concerned about like how I dress and stuff and how I style my stuff. So we're going to be doing a lot more fashion videos, how to get outfits together and things like that, because I think you guys actually care. Back in the day, I was actually supposed to start YouTube to do fashion and music reviews. It didn't work out that way because I didn't have the tools. My videos was looking goofy, and it's just, I didn't like it. Personally, I dress well, okay? I wear heels every day. I'm very, very dressed most of the time. I just be coming on camera looking like any type of way because, I mean, it's YouTube. You guys can only see me from the waist down. And to be quite honest with you, I don't give a fuck. It's been working, bitch. So I was like, you know what, maybe I should bring the fashion shit to here, because this is more so of a lifestyle advice type of channel, so why not? And a long time ago, I thought of doing this segment called Fashion for 40, where I would teach you guys how to basically put an outfit together for $40 or less. And to be honest with you, I always kept it in the back of my head, because I'm like, yo, that would be such a really, really good idea, because like people always like, yo, where do you get your outfits? Where do you get your outfit? I'm like, I get my outfits from very cheap places. I need to like tell you guys, because like I get my outfits from any and everywhere, like whether it's an expensive place or a cheap place. Like, I do not just shop at one place. I go everywhere to get my outfits, because it's like, if it looks good, it looks good, and if it doesn't look good, I can make it look good. You know, it's, you know, getting dressed doesn't have to be a grueling process, and it doesn't have to be an expensive process. So if this is something that you guys are really interested in, like, we can make it happen, okay? How to style your fit, you feel me? And listen, I'm telling you right now, I don't dress like a regular degular. I don't dress like, you know, these Instagram baddies. I dress like me. So if you think you about to get how to get dressed like an Instagram baddie for the low, we're not doing that. We're doing how to dress like a proper woman in 2022. I'm sorry. And just how to look cute, how to look decent. Because all of these videos and how to look, I'm not feeling it. Everybody look the same, and I'm not concerned about looking the same. I'm concerned about looking like a proper woman in 2022, how to look cute, how to bag, you know, a nigga that's gonna actually do something for you, you know, how to, you know, look good on a girl's night, you know, shit like that. But if you're trying to like a bitch on Instagram, this ain't for you. All right, I don't know why everybody's so concerned about looking the same, looking like a fucking brat. No, we're not doing that. Let me know if that's something that y'all want. More shit to come soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you guys so much for, again, always being there. With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, do all that. Let me know, have you ever been invited to YouTube Black? How was it for you? Did you decline the invite? Why or why not? And of course, just drop your video suggestions down below or in the forum. Like, share, subscribe, do all that, and I'ma see y'all next time. Bye.